Hey everybody, this is Alchemisted, and this is Resident Evil 4. This was released in 2005, at least according to the Capcom Co. Limited down there, and it is the first of the new style Resident Evil games that are third-person over-the-shoulder shooters. Uh, so yeah, if you've played RE5, there's really not much new here, and I test played the game, and I can actually say that quite a bit was actually streamlined in RE5 compared to RE4. RE4 plays, well, let's just say it doesn't quite play as fast and loose as RE5 does. It's a bit more slower, a bit more methodically paced. They were still going for the horror thing as opposed to 5, which is just a straight up action game. So you get a lot of brick scares. You get a lot of we know. You get a lot of brick scares. You get a lot of all kinds of stuff. So why am I doing Resident Evil right now? Well, I'm also doing Neverwinter Nights. Neverwinter Nights is a long fucking game. So while I'm doing Neverwinter Nights, I'm also going to be doing all the other playthroughs I had planned for this year. I had initially planned to be playing Metal Gear Solid, but it's apparently one of those trouble games, like Mega Man Legends and Parasite Eve are, that are really hard to run because I can't record my CD off of the PlayStation because the Dazzle hates it. So I have to run my CD on my computer to record it. Uh, but, geez, that intro really wants to go, doesn't it? Let's go to options. There we go. Uh, but apparently, it's Metal Gear Solid is one of those really trouble games to run. So I'm having a bit of trouble getting the computer to like my disc, basically. I'm not going to go and buy some other version. I'm not going to go out and buy Twin Snakes, because personally, I prefer the original Metal Gear Solid to Twin Snakes. And besides, I already own the PlayStation copy. Why would I want to buy the GameCube version? Um, Sort of likewise with this. This is the GameCube version of Resident Evil 4. I'm not playing the PS2 version. I had the PS2 version. But the difference between the PS2 and the GameCube version is that the PS2 version doesn't quite look as good. And a few extras. You have separate ways added in there. But that's pretty much it. But I still prefer the GameCube version. This is the original version. This is the original release of Resident Evil 4. In fact, and unlike Metroid Prime, the person who bought, because I got this at a GameStop around the same time I got Metroid Prime, but the person who had this copy of RE4 loved it so much that and took such good care of it that his receipt is still. I opened the box and the manual's still there. The white instruction label thing is still there. And behind all of that, I found a receipt to a purchase. Apparently, he bought this from Walmart. And it was a receipt dated 2005. This person took such good care of the game. I don't know who you were, sir or ma'am, but I thank you. Thank you for showing me that these games can be taken care of out there. Because every time I get a copy from GameStop, it's been treated in some kind of horrendous way. I already told you the horror story about Metroid Prime when I started that playthrough. About the condition of the disc that I first got and the condition of the second disc that I got. Because nobody took care of those things. But, oh man. It felt really good to see that the person who had this before me had taken such good care of his box, and it's probably it's depressing to think that the CD that's in my GameCube right now probably isn't the CD that person owned, but still it's a nice little sign that these games are getting taken care of. So Resident Evil 4 kind of falls into the category that I'm shooting for with ALCH that I've always tried to shoot for. It kind of falls into it and it kind of doesn't, because on the one hand, I would say that RE4 is a classic video game. It's one of the best games in the Resident Evil series. I know that a lot of people were turned off when they switched to a third-person shooter, even more so turned off when RE5 was just straight-up action. But as the intermediary between the two, as like the first outing of a new style of gameplay to reinvent a series, RE4 does really well. And I would say that it is a classic game. It is a seminal game. You see a lot of games nowadays that are in the style of RE4. Gears of War, for example. So it certainly fits in that category, but it also kind of doesn't, because you have RE4 for the GameCube, then you have the PlayStation version, then you have the Wii version, and then Resident Evil 4 HD came out not too long ago. So this, unlike Colony Wars 3, unlike Parasite Eve, unlike Mega Man Legends, this is a game that has not really ever been allowed to fade out of the public consciousness. So I'm not really bringing attention to RE4 so much as celebrating it. And I say that celebrating with massive sarcasm quotes, not because it's a bad game, but because I probably will be suffering, at least soon in this game. Because this game starts with probably one of the biggest fuck you sequences ever in a video game. It's pretty amazing how quickly they start throwing really heavy shit at you. Like, see that guy? He can kill you in one hit. Good luck! Of course, after that, it's smooth sailing, but that first bit in the village is rocky as shit. You might see me fuck up a couple times in there. Now, as usual, I am playing this for fun. I'm not going through this for rank. I'm not going through this... This is not going to be like a full, complete, like, walkthrough of RE5. There's a RE4, and it's a playthrough, and there's a difference between the two. A walkthrough is somebody with an encyclopedic knowledge of a game, giving you hints, showing you all kinds of stuff along the way that you can do, telling you things about the game you may not have known before, showing you how to complete side quests and what have you. And I may do that, but for the most part, this is a guy playing through a game for fun who will probably regret doing so about halfway through and have to finish it. I'm still sore from Half-Life. So, without further ado, let's get started with RE4. The first thing RE4 does is pretty much take a piss on the entire Umbrella storyline from Resident Evil to Resident Evil... What was the last one? Dead Aim? God. Please don't let Dead Aim be the grand conclusion of the Umbrella storyline. But yeah, the first thing RE4 does is say, hey, remember all that stuff? Well, it ended off screen. So, let's see, options. Something I don't like about the GameCube version, that may be different in the PS2 version, but I'm not sure, is you can adjust the sensitivity. I really wish you could. Alright, let's get started.
Resident Evil 4.
There's the merchant. We love that guy.
$1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished. Six years have passed since that horrendous incident. I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Cornel, Why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
You, who are you really? Come on and tell us. You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice. Anyway, you know what this is all about. My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys. It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination. Sorry it took so long.
Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
We'll stay and watch the car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Jeez. Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
Okay, and now we're dropped into the game. We are, well, it's kind of ambiguous where the fuck we are.
Not that way, cowboy.
The devs, I believe the devs have said that we are not in Spain. We are, however, not in Mexico either, despite the fact that everybody...
No estés odiando. Get this over with, will you?
Despite the fact that everybody is speaking...
Forget your makeup or something?
...is speaking with a Mexican accent.
What's the matter? Did you lose your nerve?
Yeah. Totally not Mexico or Spain. So, you can kill birds in this game to get monies and weapon ammo, which you will see me doing on a regular basis. And treasure. You get that too. Pueblo. Yes, yes, foragey tasty. Alright, now you can, right quick, you can go over here and smash this thing, but it will have nothing in it until after the cutscene, or at least that's my experience. Your mileage may vary. You can jump over a pile of logs here for no reason. Let's see. Let's check out the truck. Okay. So, yeah. The voice acting and writing of Resident Evil is as good as ever. This is not the same guy who voiced Leon in RE2. This is somebody else. He seems to have become the standard Leon voice actor ever since. Amveculus told me that the writing for Leon in RE6, or at least in the demo, was incredibly narmy. But I'm a 360 owner, so I can't play the fucking demo. Thanks, Microsoft and Capcom.
Excuse me. Sir? I was wondering if you might recognize a girl in this photograph?
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Freeze! I said freeze!
Hey. Fuck's sake.
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
So, I think as long as you're still inside the building, you're safe. They won't come through the door. I actually stood here once and waited for them quite a while. He's not a zombie. Something's burning in the fire, but I can't tell what it is. Something rotten is caked on the table. Seems like someone was eating here until recently. Yeah, they'll make scary noises, but I don't think they can get in here. So, yeah, one of the things that RE4 introduced was location-based damage. The original Resident Evil games... Shut up! The original Resident Evil games had a location-based damage mechanic, but it was pretty primitive. Basically, if you aimed your shotgun upwards... Looks like they've killed a lot of people. I hope Ashley's okay. Ew, look at all those maggots. Yeah, they won't come in here. But the old RE games had a location-based damage mechanic, but it was pretty primitive. Basically, you just took a shotgun, you aimed upward, you hit their head, and that was the extent of it. Now, one of the things that RE4 introduced that has since become the bane of my existence in games is quick-time events on a massive scale. Pretty much every other thing you do in this game, ow, is some kind of quick-time event. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck's sake. Come here, motherfuckers. You better give me that fucking health back. I was busy talking, asshole. So yeah, first aid sprays count against your rating. They count against your rating. The game counts how many you've used and counts them against you. Whoop. So it was pretty primitive. You just aimed a shotgun up at their heads, and if you were doing that, it would blow off their heads, and that was the extent of the old Resident Evil games' location-based damage mechanic. This one has one that's a bit more sophisticated. If you shoot them in the head or in the knees, it will stun them, and allowing you to apply the coup de grace, unless it doesn't, you know, because I tried that earlier just now and it didn't work. So yeah. So you can stun them and like apply a melee attack to them if you run up to them fast enough, and it will do damage to them. But generally, the safest way to get rid of them is to fill them full of lead, which is what I'll be doing. Inevitably, there will be someone complaining about my methods in this game. I don't care. I don't care. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get here. And here is the old typewriter, which we will be using soon, but not right now. Now, these can also contain snakes, and snakes hurt, so that's bad. You want to be careful when you break open the boxes. You want to be ready. I think that's it. I'm unsure how long it takes the item drops in this game to despawn, but you're generally going to see me going from as fast as I can. That crow was carrying a hand grenade. That crow was loaded for action. That was an action bird. Helping this dog actually comes back to help you later on. So you'll always see me doing that. You can also shoot him. You can also put old Yeller out of his fucking misery, so... if you're a horrible person. Now, there are little bear traps littered all around this area. That dog was kind of the warning for you. Like a heads up that there's going to be bear traps everywhere. So, I'm going to piss off this guy. Is he even coming? Who shot me, I wonder? Did I just, like, fucking one-shot him in the brain? No way. No way! No fucking way. How does that work? His body's gone. What? What, did he run? Did he run that way? That's what I would have done. Oh god, someone shot me! Ah! I'd run. You would too. Where the fuck did he go? Yeah, I shot the son of a bitch so hard he despawned. Holy shit! Oh. Oh, this isn't gonna be glitchy, is it? Come on. Swear to God, if you respawn behind... There he is! The fuck? Fucking Manchurian drill? A Mozambique drill. Yeah, that's what it's called. 2 in the torso, 1 in the head. Of course, I already put the 1 in his head. I fucking one-shot his ass. Hell yeah. All the way over there. You better not get up. If he gets up, I will be very upset.